and you do not understand, you cannot understand, that means a very special treatment will be meted out to them. Apart from the ordinary consciousness, they will be given some special realization that they are alive and they never died. That is a very special treatment by Allah to show them that in the cause of Allah one never dies. Although other deaths are also alive in a manner, but they will be given some special favorable treatment. Like some children are born very cleverly, in a very clever state of mind. They look tuk-tuk, as we call in Urdu, right and left, and they appear to be very bright. And some babies are very dull. So they are the bright babies, the martyrs in fact. And the tradition also bears witness to this, that immediately after the martyrdom of some, Allah told Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that this was what passed between him and me. So if our influence was wrong, then how could it happen? So this is exactly the picture that has evolved to me after the study of the Holy Quran and the tradition. That the ultimate consciousness is so great and so far advanced that it is inconceivable for us. Like it is inconceivable for a frog to understand how human beings feel and what is their vision and their depth of knowledge and sentiment and so on. Yet, for a smaller insect, it is inconceivable how a frog thinks. So there are only variations in levels. This is why sometimes it appears to be a contradiction while it is not. So Muhammad Abdul Rashid is not here tonight, I suppose, or he would not miss that place closer to the microphone. Yes, come on. Mr. Adu or what? Adu. Ismail Adu. What's your question, please?
Assalamu alaikum. My question is on a verse of the Holy Quran where it stated that the believers and the Jews and the Christians and the Serbians, and then the criterion is laid down that those who believe in Allah and the last day and then have a good conduct. Those who believe in Allah.
That's right. There is a Holy Quran line over there. Could you kindly turn out the exact verse? You know the reference? I know what you mean, but I should still like
to have it from the
verses to be explained, keeping the exact words in view.
It's 63. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It said that surely the believers and the Jews and the Christians and the Serbians, whichever party from among these truly believe in Allah and the last day and does good deeds, shall have their reward with their Lord, and no fear shall come upon them, nor shall they grieve. Please, I do understand the verse, but the criterion that is laid down, another verse of the Holy Quran, I see some contradiction.
Islam. Is that the verse you are referring to? Islam.
I'm referring to that, and then in addition also, there's another verse in Surah An-Nisa where it says that those who make distinction between the prophets.
No, it's not that. It is, I think you refer to لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله.
Yes.
وقالوا سمعنا وأطعنا. Is that the verse?
Yes.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Now, so that I see that some Christians do not believe For instance, in the Holy Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and so that they make distinction between the prophets. But here they are also mentioned as that they will have.
I understand the point, please.
Yes.
Could you hand over to me
Yes.
the Holy Quran? In fact, I have answered these questions quite a few times before. Even here in London, I think more than once I answered this question. But it's a very important question for the West, particularly. That's right. Please sit down. The first time I was asked this question was during my first tour of Europe in '82. It was in Germany that somebody asked this question. And I dealt quite at length with various aspects of this question. Now, there are so many verses involved in the answer I am going to give, but this is exactly what I have understood from the study of the Holy Quran, and as such, there is no contradiction whatsoever. Nor is it against human nature, nor against other fundamental declarations of the Holy Quran. Two verses particularly should be put in juxtaposition, and a sort of compromise has to be found out. Attempt should be made to understand them in a manner that there is no apparent contradiction. Those two verses are, number one, this, and in another verse where Allah declares, Inna Deena Indallahi Islam. Surely the right path, the true path in the sight of Allah is Islam. So whosoever accepts any path other than Islam will be rejected, and that deen, that religion of his will not be accepted. That is one extreme. And the other extreme is this, Innal lazina amanu wal lazina hadu wal nasara wal sabiina man amana billahi wal yawmil akhir. Not even a prophet is mentioned in this. It simply states that whoever among the Jews and the Christians and the Sabiin believe in Allah and the day of resurrection, that is all. All the middle portion of belief in books and things has been omitted altogether. But one thing is added, وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا, act righteously. فَلَهُمْ أَجْرُهُمْ عِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ, their reward would be with Allah, and they do not have to fear anything, nor to repent for any cause. This is the essence of this verse. So apparently these two extremes cannot be reconciled with each other. But as I understand the Holy Quran, there is absolutely no contradiction in the two statements, neither apparent nor hidden. The fact is that Islam is a religion of reality which claims to be a religion of the entire world. For the first time, a global religion appeared on earth. How does it treat the rest of the religions? That is fundamental. And in this is a test for the truth of the Holy Quran. If it treats other religions revealed by Allah Himself irrationally and cruelly, then this itself could not be a true religion from Allah. If its attitude towards other religions is extremely rational and understandable and humane at least, then one could say that this religion itself is true and it is from God. Because if Allah does not permit you as human beings to differentiate between His prophets one from the other, how should Allah Himself behave in a manner as He differentiates between one of His peoples and some others of His own people, and differentiates between man and nation and nation, and chooses one at the cost of all the rest and declares them to be hellish? This is understandable completely. So this is not what